Hey guys, Ashley here, also known as the AJ Lee fan. So today I wanted to make my favorite top 10 matches of CM Punk. And if you don't know who CM Punk is, he is a former wrestler from WWE, and he happens to be one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Now I know a lot of people hate him and they don't like him, but I know I am his biggest fan, and I just wanted to tell you guys my top 10 favorite matches of him. And I know a lot of his haters can say he wasn't all that great and everything like that. That's fine. I really don't care. But they can't deny that his time in WWE, he had some good 5-star matches. So let's get into this top 10 5-star match list for CM Punk. My number 10, CM Punk versus John Morrison, ECW 2007, when he first won his championship. His time in ECW is what really drew me in as a big fan of his. I wasn't one of his bandwagons who became one of his fans after his pipe bomb. No, I started liking him a lot in ECW, and over the summer I was watching his matches and all his segments and everything from ECW, and I just realized that this is what really made me like him. That the fact that he was different, the fact that he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, and that he was really here because his passion is wrestling, and his passion was to be the top guy, no matter what it was. So, and he's really inspired me to never ever do drugs and to never ever drink, and I am going to do that. I'm never ever drinking anything. I'm never ever going to do drugs. I don't want to mess up my body. I want to have a healthy, clean body, and he inspired me to do that. So, I think this match with him and John Morrison was really great, and this was his first big title win in WWE. And I think if you're a CM Punk fan, I recommend this match all the way. My number 9, the triple threat match at New Way Out with Daniel Bryan and Kane. I really love this match. I love the storylines. I love the segments. I love everything about this match. It was a really good match, and I definitely recommend it if you're a CM Punk fan. Everything about this match was just really good. It had good back and forth action, good selling. It was telling a great story about who wants to be WWE champion, and them all proving themselves in the ring about who's better. And I know people were upset that they stopped using Kane after this element, but the feud wasn't really about Kane. Only reason why Kane got put into the rivalry was because of AJ Lee. So yeah, I really don't think Kane had to be included at all, but this is still a good match, and it was really hard to choose my favorite triple threat match because he had 3 of them during his title reign, and it was really hard to choose which one I liked the most. And it was between the one at SummerSlam and the one at Survivor Series and this one, and I really, really love the triple threat match at No Way Out. But I also love the others. But this one at No Way Out, I love it. Um, Number 8 is his match with Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 2012. I really love this match. I think it's one of his best matches during his title reign, and this match told a really good story. It got really personal about CM Punk's life, about things he probably didn't know, about his dad being alcoholic and his sister having a problem with drugs and everything like that. I think this match was really great and everything like that. It told a really good story in the ring, and him and Chris Jericho match really well together in the ring. They have good back and forth action together, and they have great chemistry. So I definitely recommend this match to any CM Punk fan who hasn't seen it. Number 7 is his match with Chris Jericho at Extreme Rules. I think this match was way better than the WrestleMania match because the feud got even more personal with him slamming a bottle of liquor over CM Punk's head and everything like that. This match was really good, and with CM Punk pretending to be drunk and everything on a Night Raw, I thought that was pretty funny and it was really good. And this match was just really good. They definitely delivered with the whole Chicago street fight at Extreme Rules and everything. CM Punk's fan being there and him just being WWE champion and him being his hometown. I know people like to say this is the Smarky town because of CM Punk and everything, but I think that this match was really good. I think it should have been a main event. I didn't like the fact that they kept overshadowing his title reign with John Cena, but that is a rant for a different time. So yeah, I just recommend this match to any CM Punk fan. Like I just said, him and Chris Jericho have good chemistry. They have good back and forth action, and I just recommend this match. Number 6 is his match with Jeff Hardy at SummerSlam. I do think this is one of CM Punk's best rivalries of all time. Because if you guys didn't know, this is two opposites attracting. This CM Punk is a guy who doesn't believe in smoking, doesn't believe in drugs or anything. And Jeff Hardy is a guy who's had his demons. He's had his problems with drugs. He's had his problems with drinking, all of that. And Jeff Hardy is very sober now. So it's just really great to see someone who CM Punk can cut promos on everything. And him and Jeff Hardy have chemistry, they have the wrestling style. And this storyline was really amazing. It was so hard to tell you what my favorite matches were with them because they had great matches. Their match at the Bash, their match at Night of Champions, which I was gonna put on this list, but I decided to put him and John Morrison because this was his first ever title reign, and I wanted to put his first ever title reign. But yeah, their match was SmackDown, when Jeff Hardy had to leave WWE. Like, these matches are really great, but I think their SummerSlam match 2009 was really good. I think this match was great. It was awesome. They had good back and forth action. And CM Punk is no secret to any ladder matches or anything like that because he's been in 2 of them before for Money in the Bank. So yeah, this match is really great. I definitely think if you're a CM Punk fan or if you're a WWE fan looking for a really good match, I definitely recommend this match to anybody. So yeah, this match was really great, and it's one of CM Punk's best matches. Number 5 is his match with John Cena on Raw in 2013. Now, I know a lot of people say this match is their best match out of the John Cena and CM Punk few stories. I definitely agree. I think this match is their best match. Now, I would prefer the match at WrestleMania was a triple threat match because John Cena and versus Rock 2 was just very underwhelming and I didn't really care for it, and John Cena's title reign was very underwhelming in 2013. So having CM Punk be added to the match would have been a great element to it. But still, him and every time John Cena and CM Punk fight, they always deliver. I really don't care what anyone says. Him and John Cena have chemistry, they tell a story every time they're in their ring together. And I think CM Punk can match with John Cena on the mic. He's definitely one of the superstars that can match with him on the mic. So yeah, this match is really great. I definitely think it's one of the best Raw matches of WWE, and I definitely recommend it for any CM Punk fan who hasn't watched all of his matches. His match with Undertaker at WrestleMania 29. Now, I think this is the only good match on the card in my opinion. I know I'm not really saying anything that's surprising because I know people already said this WrestleMania is the worst WrestleMania of all time. I definitely agree. I think all the matches were kind of like lazy build-ups. Like, the only match I remember having a really good build-up is the one with CM Punk. And no, I'm not saying that because I'm a CM Punk fan. I mean, I'm saying that because I actually was watching wrestling on TV. And I honestly think that this match is the only significant match that really mattered and had a really great build. Him and Undertaker really delivered, and I think this is probably Undertaker's very, very last good match at WrestleMania because a lot of people said after his matches after that were really trash. His match with Roman Reigns wasn't bad. His match with Brock Lesnar wasn't bad, but I think CM Punk was the last good opponent to tell a good story with him in the ring. I'm not trying to hurt any Roman Reigns fans, any Brock Lesnar fans. That's just how I think that this match was really great, and I definitely consider it one of Undertaker's best WrestleMania matches of all time, and him and CM Punk definitely delivered in the chemistry-wise and storytelling-wise. And this is not the first time that Undertaker and CM Punk fought. If you don't know, 2009, they also had a good rivalry, which was pretty interesting. I think it was cut kind of short, but it was still interesting to see them fight. So, yeah, I definitely consider this one of CM Punk's best 5-star matches, and I definitely recommend it, so watch it. His match with Brock Lesnar, number 3, his match against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2013. Now, I don't think I have to go in depth with this match. This match was definitely really fire and really amazing. Like, I think this match is really good. Like, I didn't realize, like some people said, CM Punk had some really good last matches before his last one with the company. He had some really good banger matches, and I think this match was really great. Him and Lesnar showed some good chemistry. I would love if they could fight again one day because they showed a lot of chemistry in this ring with the back and forth action, the story, everything. It was really good. They showed chemistry. They showed a lot of potential for them to have more matches, and this was just a really good match. I think this match is better than the main event. Don't sue me. Don't shoot me. I love Daniel Bryan, but him and Brock Lesnar had a way better match. I know people are going to say, are you drunk? But no, it's not because I'm a CM Punk fan. I'm not saying that because I'm a CM Punk fan. I'm just saying that because if you watch SummerSlam, anyone's going to tell you that this match is better than the main event. I've heard people say it all the time when they review SummerSlam, that this match was better. So yeah, I definitely recommend this match for any CM Punk fan. It's one of his 5-star classics, and I definitely recommend it. Okay, number 2. Now, I know a lot of people prefer his match prefer his match with Daniel Bryan at Over the Limit, because that match did show that any guys can have a great match with great storytelling. Yes, I love the match Over the Limit. We're not gonna talk about the main event. Daniel Bryan and CM Punk is a main event. We're not gonna talk about that main event that happened. It never happened. They were the true main event of the show. But I believe that his match with Daniel Bryan at Money in the Bank is his best match between him and Daniel Bryan. I think him and Daniel Bryan could have had more matches. I know they fought each other all the time in 2012. They fought each other twice for championship matches. But I wouldn't mind if CM Punk came back and him and Daniel Bryan had more matches, because they have great chemistry. They both can tell a story, and they have good back and forth action. This entire match at Money in the Bank was just great. The whole North classification element, AJ Lee being added into the story for the love triangle, and giving CM Punk's title reign a good storyline to bounce off of, was just really great. I think this is him and Daniel Bryan's best match. It's one of CM Punk's best matches during his title reign, and this is one of his 5-star classics. So please watch it if you haven't. Okay, now I think we all know what number one is. Number one is his match with John Cena and Money in the Bank. I mean, come on. I think this is the best match of the decade. No, please. I know a lot of people say this match is so overrated. I think it's overrated for a really good reason. Him and John Cena, that storyline was really amazing. It had so much energy, so much hype. Everyone was ready for this match. Him and John Cena had great chemistry, a great story. They showed good back and forth action. Like I said, every time CM Punk and John Cena in the ring, they always deliver. It never fails. Even if you guys think they have one of the weakest matches in their series of matches, they always deliver no matter what. Now, this is CM Punk's best match in his entire career. I don't care what anyone says, match overrated or not. I know people are upset that Dave Meltzer gave this match a 5-star after all these years, but it deserved a 5-star. So I think this is his best match in WWE. This is my top 10 list of CM Punk's best matches. Give me your top 10 list if you're a CM Punk fan. And I love CM Punk so much, and I plan on making an AJ Lee top 10 list. So please look out for that for her best matches. Thank you guys, and be safe.